It's only a few notes, but every football fan feels them. Goosebumps.
Então, quando você entra e você se forma ali e começa a tocar o hino da Champions League, aquilo ali arrepia qualquer um.
Silence. A stadium full of stars, and then it plays. The anthem that turns ordinary matches into gladiator arenas. The Champions League anthem isn't just music. It's a ritual, a calling, a moment that makes players close their eyes, clench their fists, and whisper prayers. It's made legends cry. It's made teenagers believe they're gods. But what if I told you this wasn't written by a football fan, that the greatest football song of all time was actually inspired by classical music, and that behind its power is a strange mix of languages, politics, and pure football magic? Here's how a 90-second song became the soul of the beautiful game. Let's rewind to 1992. The old European Cup had just ended. The Champions League, a new format had arrived. More teams, more countries, more attention. But UEFA knew something was missing. They didn't just want a new tournament, they wanted a feeling, an experience that felt bigger than football, like opera, like theater, like war. So they hired a British composer named Tony Britton. Not exactly a household name, not a footballer, not a hardcore fan, just a guy who loved classical music.
The creative process as such was that they wanted something classical.
UEFA gave him one job: make a song that sounds majestic, one that feels elite. Tony thought about the grandeur, the pageantry, and then he reached for inspiration from George Friedrich Handel, a German-born composer from the 1700s. Yes, the Champions League anthem is actually based on a 300-year-old coronation anthem.
Zadok the Priest by George Friedrich Handel. We like that. That made it possible for me to get some idea of what sort of genre we were talking about. And so I stole a bit of it. It's just the...
The song Tony Britton pulled from, it's called Zadok the Priest. It was written for the coronation of British kings. It's the same song they still use today when new monarchs are crowned. Why use that? Simple. It's grand. It builds tension. It explodes. Just like a knockout football match. Tony reworked the chords, changed the arrangement, slowed it down, added vocals, gave it a new identity, and then came the genius move. Instead of choosing just one language, Tony combined three: English, French, and German. Why? Because UEFA wanted to reflect European unity, but it also made the song feel international, mysterious, like something ancient and sacred. No country could claim it. Every club could own it. The final lyrics are simple, but powerful. Die Meister, Die Besten, Les Grandes Équipes, the champions. It's not even a full sentence, but that's what makes it work. It sounds massive. It sounds like destiny.
Is it true that the Champions League anthem was your ringtone for a while?
Yeah, it still is.
Here's where the magic really kicks in, because the anthem doesn't just sound good, it became a ritual. Players line up, white flags wave, the stadium lights dim, and then that opening swell, that slow build. You can see it in their faces. Eyes closed, heads bowed. Even players who've heard it 100 times still feel it. Cristiano Ronaldo once said, "When I hear that song, I know it's time." Even Messi admitted, "It gives you chills." But why? Because the anthem means something. It marks a line between normal and legendary. It's not just another Tuesday night. It's Champions League night. Win here and you're immortal. Lose here and your season's over. And that pressure, that weight, the anthem carries it. Now think about the moments tied to this song. Istanbul, 2005. Liverpool down 3-0. The anthem plays again before extra time. They believe. They ride.
Liverpool have their hands on the European Cup again.
Camp Nou, 2009. Iniesta's last-second goal. The whole crowd screaming over the echo of the music. Wembley, 2011. Barcelona's masterclass against Manchester United. The song hits. And you know it's not just football anymore. It's art. This anthem has played for every major football legend since 1992. Zidane, Henry, Ronaldinho, Drogba, Buffon, Iniesta, Modric, Haaland. They've all stood under that same sound, and fans remember it with the music. You don't just remember the goals, you remember the goosebumps. There's actually a psychological reason the anthem feels emotional. Music psychologists have studied the structure of the song. It starts slow, building tension. The orchestra rises, the vocals swell, and then release. It's what composers call delayed gratification. Your brain expects a climax, but the anthem holds back until the very end. That delay? It teases your emotions. Then when it finally peaks, you get chills. It's the same trick used in movie scores. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Gladiator. All those epic scenes, same structure. And now, football has its own soundtrack. There are two kinds of football fans, the ones who watch every match and the ones who only show up when that anthem hits. The Champions League isn't just a tournament, it's the stage. Every player wants to be there, every club wants to reach it, and every fan knows when that music plays, something legendary might happen. You could be watching a match at home. Crowd noise fades, and then instant goosebumps. Even non-fans recognize it. Even people who don't know football feel it. It's more than a song. It's a signal that greatness is coming. What does it feel like to sit on the bench, or worse, at home, watching your rivals walk out to your anthem? Does it burn, motivate, or haunt? We've seen legends cry just hearing it. We've seen underdogs transform when it starts. So maybe the power of the Champions League anthem isn't in the music itself. Maybe it's in what it represents. Dreams, pressure, glory, heartbreak, all in 90 seconds. But there's one thing we still don't know, and it's the question every fan has asked at least once. What does it feel like to walk out under those lights and hear that anthem with your name in the lineup?